kind of like deja vu a little bit. We've talked a lot about big plays with the defense, and it really came to fruition today. Just from your standpoint, being back there, safety, what did you kind of see in some of them, and just how tough is it to have to talk about this once again?
Yeah, it's getting tougher and tougher every week. But when you go against a team that's going to completely flip you 180 degrees from last week, Washington State was going to pass the ball, so we were definitely on our heels playing pass. But this week we're on our toes playing run the whole time, and then they can hit you with a big one, just like they did a couple times, and then guys just missing assignments on some of their option plays. So it's tough.
We've asked. It's early. It's still 4 games in, but how do you come back from this? I'm sure everyone's not happy about this, and I'm sure that locker room's down. But how do you come back from this?
Yeah, none of us are going to quit. But I heard the referee at the end of that game when Coach Bull called the timeout said, "Are you sure you want to use it?" And he said, "Hell yeah, we're not going to quit." So obviously none of us are going to quit. We're going to come back on Monday and work as hard as we can, because season's never over. You can't just start pointing fingers and stuff like that. This guy did this guy did that, the coach, blah, blah, blah. It's not going to work. We really just got to, bond together and, stay as a unit, stay as a family, and just keep plugging away. That's the only thing that's going to, really push us, to the next level.
Has there been that, though? So far, has that unity been there, or have there been some finger pointings, or even just some frustration starting to boil over?
Yeah, frustration, but I still no guys are pointing fingers. We're staying together. We're talking in the locker room after the game. We come in on Sunday by ourselves and we watch film, and we just try to stay as much of a unit as possible. So that like I said, that's really going to have to push us forward. It's just we really got to stay together. And like I said, there hasn't been any finger pointing, and I think that's good for us, because that can really bring us down if guys start pointing fingers and saying names, stuff like that.
As a player, when you hear a coach say, we're not going to quit late in the fourth quarter, when the game's over, but when you hear a coach say that, and how does that make you feel as a player, knowing that even though things aren't going well, the coaching staff, even the players, still believe in each other and are trying to keep things afloat?
That's the reason all of us came here, is because the coaches brought us here. We all committed to the coaches. We love our coaches. We're down 38 to 14 or something, and our coaches are still saying, encouraging us, telling us to finish the game, don't give up, stuff like that. Coach Bull's calling a timeout with 30 seconds left, knowing the game's over, because we're not going to quit. That's really why that's why I came here, is because I love Coach Bull, I love Coach Mallory, I love all those guys, and I know we're going to turn it around. I know I have so much faith in them that it's easy to not get down at the end of that game. Obviously I'm down, but at the end of the game I still know my coaches are going to be here till midnight tonight watching film, preparing for Appalachian State next week, even though we're 0-4. So that obviously the coaches are putting everything into us, and we're trying to give it back, and having faith in our coaches and them having faith in us is going to push us along, because if we lose that, I think it can really go downhill even worse than it is right now.